Hi, this is Sharina with Sharina Shack Scraps, and I'm here to share with you this hand cart today. And funny story with this hand cart has taken me almost 2 years to make. Now, not to scare you, it really didn't take that long, maybe a couple days, a few hours each day is what it really took. But this is my original one here, and I started working on it. And then I switched gears and I worked on my website and a bunch of other things on the internet. And then I started teaching, and I just never got back to this project. By the time I got around to writing the pattern, I couldn't remember what I had done and how I had done it. So I created this one, which paper I had for to create a new one anyway. By the time I got done creating this one, which was pretty quick, everything was fresh in my head, and I wrote the pattern, so it is finally here and ready for you today. This is the hand cart pattern on my website at sharinashack.com, and it goes along with this mini album here, which is the Tucked Away mini album. The paper line here is Die Cuts with a View. It was the Sweet Shop stack, or the Sweet Stack. And I don't believe it's in print any longer. However, this summer, which is 2014, 3 or 4 companies came out with some absolutely darling sweets type paper lines. A couple of them are the Sugar Shop by Doodlebug, the Summer Treats by Echo Park, and Cold Treats by American Crafts, which would be all darling to do if you are wanting to do a sweet shop type hand cart. This one here was made with the Graphic 45 Secret Garden paper, and I bought this paper specifically to make this project. I only actually used 3 or 4 pieces of the 12 by 12 cardstock and then an 8 by 8 stack of paper. Granted, none of it is left, but that's about all it took to make this project along those paper lines. Some fun things about this project and some funny differences. If you notice on this one here, I'm going to try and zoom in here. Let me see if I can move a little bit. You will notice that I put the wheel on this one on the wrong side of the cart. The wheel goes the opposite of the handles. The pattern shows you how to do it the right way, which the wheel is opposite the handles here. So, just a couple funny nuances that happen when pattern writing. You get all the work your bugs out. It's kind of fun. Also, some fun things about this. I show you in the pattern how to do some of these fun embellishments as well. For example, this here, this wheel, I show you how to make this 3-dimensional wheel in the pattern. So if you want to use that, or use it as a takeoff for a spin, because it's very dimensional, kind of fun, then I show you how to do that. Alright, also with this one I show you how to make this wheel as well, this beautiful ruffle flower with lace and some fabric. And these wheels, they do turn, so if you want to take your hand cart on a trek somewhere, you can, or you don't have to. I also showed you in the pattern how to create these, which are quite simple, but how to get them to hang straight, as well as, I'm trying to think, what else did I show you? Oh, these little things here. Set this back down. In this hand cart here, as you notice, these things come out. I made a bunch of these cute little bags. They're seed bags. You could use potatoes or whatever, make them. And these are no-sew potato bags, and I show you how to make those as well in the pattern. Another fun thing about this pattern is these elements come out. They're actually removable, and I show you how to make these boxes and how to do some of the embellishments on the inside as well. Here, I'll give you a close-up because they're just so cute. These flowers I punched with a flower punch that I have, and then just embellished them and put them together. Here's some from the Sweet Stack. Here I just used stickers that I had found that were darling and blinged them up and then added them. Okay, so these are all these things are removable. So are these umbrellas. They come out. So you can, if you want to use this as a home decor piece, you can arrange this in multiple different ways. Some trying to think what else. You want to see a close-up version of this one, because this one's the one I love the most. So yeah, I showed you the wheel, and here are these hanging tags. It'd be cute to do like if you were in a play or something and have the announcing on it. Here on this side, I've just found some things that you'd put in a dollhouse. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. I just glued them on for fun. Here is this side. These were stickers that came with this paper line. Okay, and then here is a close-up of the umbrella, and I just used some of these flowers and embellishments to bling it up and make it really fun and pretty. Add some lace along the edges. Alright, so inside, on this side here, and it would be this side of this one, is where the mini album goes. And this mini album, I call it the tucked away mini album, because when pioneers crossed the plains using their hand carts, they tucked everything that they could carry into these little hand carts and carried them across the plains. Most of them being their treasured, most prized possessions, and then the things they needed that they would be able to use to survive. And so this mini album was made in accordance to that idea of tucking away your memories and your most treasured fun things. And that piece always falls out. Okay, so here, inside here, I made this into a pocket here and slid this in. And then the mini album this is a pocket here, and I've just tucked away some pieces from the collection. Again, this is Graphic 45 Secret Garden. And here I've just popped up some of these elements, made some flowers, and here's another place to tuck away a smaller item. Here is a place to put a tag or a photo mat, a larger photo mat on this side. And then I've used these elements to just create lots of fun little interactive pieces. This page opens up, and then I've created lots of little inserts and tags. Again, here is this page, and all the pages are the same, but you can tuck away so many of these fun little memories in its little pockets. Here I've made a pocket out of the paper. And this can put something behind here. See if I can kind of go through this a little bit quickly here, because I want to show you the difference between this album and the Sweet Shop album. See, I've just tucked away all these fun little extra notes and tags from the collection. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous collection. This reminds me so much of my mother. And every time she sees it, she says, "This looks so much like me." So we might have to have thought about having a fun vintage tea party so we can add pictures to this. Here I've made a little bit bigger pocket. Same idea on every side. And this one I used this tab to make a stop, and the other half of it is right there. And then here on the back page I just made these to add this tag. And now I can get it in. There we go. And then the back is very plain. Now, this here is the drawer pull that comes out of here. I'm not going to tie it up, but you tie it up and then it slides into this slot right here, and it's on this side. So let me show you kind of the difference. This is, again, the die cuts with a view, but this is the same exact tucked away pattern holding, I'm going to move that out of the way, these. Now these papers just make me want to eat them. They are so yummy. Here I've tucked away a little double tag. You can add whatever you want to these to make these kind of fun. Again, here's a place for a larger tag here. You can tuck away some items in there. You can put a tag underneath that. If you like chocolate, this is absolutely fabulous. Maybe you've done them a lemonade stand. A couple other things that I think would be fun. If you decked out this handcart as a spooky handcart, wouldn't that be darling for Halloween? or maybe an old Christmas cart with Santa and all of his toys, like the old vintage style Santa. Wouldn't that be darling? Maybe Easter to go along with the baskets that are in the handcart. So really this handcart and this pattern could be used for just about any season. And then of course it ties here on the side. And there you have it. So I hope this pattern has been long in coming. I hope I have worked out all the bugs, and thank you for joining me today. And remember to check out my blog for more photos and other projects at SharinaShackScraps.blogspot.com. My website is SharinaShack.com. Under the mini albums tab is where you will find these home decor and mini album projects. And we will see you next time. Thanks. Goodbye.